What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of hopsgeeknews, your home for comic books, movies, TV shows, and this week it will be your home for all things Megacon, because we will be there at Megacon this week. We've got press, we've got panels, we've got a whole 4 days of convention fun, maybe an extra day on the other end from Disney fun. We'll see, but make sure you like, subscribe, share, follow on all of your social media platforms, podcasting platforms, hit the notifications, never miss an episode because we have a lot of really cool things coming up. So now let's do this. This is our Super Bowl. How are we feeling over there? Are you going to make it to MegaCon?
I think I'm going to make it to MegaCon. I haven't missed a MegaCon, I think, since Logan was born, which, he's almost 9, and I only missed it because he was like a week old.
That is impressive. And not to mention, I know we had to fix things for internet issues, but this is our 4th year in a row with a panel, which is pretty exciting. This is our 4th year in a row doing this to my 3rd year in a row going, our 4th year having some press and panel action. So kicking it off, we do have a panel Sunday at 12:30. It is a Daredevil panel. Do you have the room off the top by your chance? I don't have the room on me. It's like West something.
Yes, it's West 307C, and it says stage, whatever that means.
What?
So there was, because sometimes they'll have more than one panel going on in a room. So maybe it's just, I don't know. We'll see. We'll definitely check it out as soon as we get there. But yeah, 12:30, room W307C. If you cannot remember that, head to our Instagram or our TikTok or wherever, and we will be pinning that and sharing that all that fun stuff. Screenshot it and meet us there.
Well, not only that, but Jimmy Palmiotti is going to be on the panel with us. He is a famous comic book creator, one of the best out there. He's been around since, the 90s. He's done Daredevil a few times. He's done, Guardian Devil with Kevin Smith, for example. He's also worked on a lot of other big characters and heroes. So he's going to join us, and we're going to deep dive into Matt Murdock, into Daredevil, kind of go through the comic book history of Daredevil, dive into the character, what makes him tick, and get you ready for Daredevil Born Again Season 2, which premieres March 24th. So 2 days after the convention, you're going to go in fresh-minded.
Yes, and next week we will also be dropping our recap of Season 1. And I just rewatched Season 1, and wow, do you forget a lot?
You do. It's a lot of the small details, a lot of the other things, because I was rewatching it as well, and you kind of forget how much actually happens early on and how long it takes for him to get into the suit and some of those other things like that. I've been meaning to rewatch it anyways. But I'm really excited to see what the filmmakers the showrunners and filmmakers out there are doing. They have complete control over the whole season. And, we're going to be breaking it down, post shows, stuff like that on Nerd Initiative.
Yes, I'm very stoked. It was funny though, when I was rewatching it, I kept waiting for the scene where he pretends to not be blind when he goes to the jail. And then I realized, I'm like, wait, that's not going to happen. They don't have time. And I'm oh yeah, that was Season 3 of the Netflix one, because he was pretending to be foggy, I think. I love that episode. So I guess I was thinking that he did that going to something with Bullseye, and I was completely wrong.
Oh, well, I can see how you got that confused, because he goes into the prison pretending to be foggy in Season 3, but Born Again, he does go and visit Dex, and kind of hits him, and that's when Dex gets free because he has his tooth.
His head on the table,
exactly. So there is prison sequences that happen in every season, because Season 2 was
Frank, a lawyer
in prison and stuff. So how that happens.
That too, as well. He's a criminal lawyer, I should say, not a criminal lawyer, or criminal attorney.
He's an avocado at law, all right?
He is a criminal lawyer because he is a criminal. You don't need specific laws to say vigilantism is bad. Vigilantism is bad. You're going and you're jumping in on
depending on your point of view. You're cleaning up the streets.
I mean, heck, that's the whole season, and that's going to go into Season 2. So
yeah,
there's a lot of ethical. Let's just say if we had vigilantes in real life, they would quickly be shut down.
Probably. And unfortunately, too, however, there is nobody that is going to be at the convention from Daredevil, because I found out that's the same weekend as the New York City premiere, which I did not get invited to. I'm kind of sad. Not that I expected to, but I was really hoping Marvel
get invited to the boys premiere.
I was really hoping that, they would slide an invite our way after seeing everything, but it's okay. Maybe one day, maybe for Season 3. Hey, yeah, but guess what we have coming up, at least, is the boys press junket. So at least we got that going for us this coming week for the final season.
Yeah, and I can't wait for the new season. Oh my gosh. And they just dropped that new trailer that showed the Misha and Jared.
to hit the inbox and all that kind of stuff, but they're going to hit when we're, anyways, getting ahead of ourselves here.
But we do have Carl Urban coming to Megacon, swinging it back to Megacon, and Stan Edgar as well.
Well, we have, yes, those two connecting back to the boys. But if you're talking MCU, Mike Coulter, Luke Cage is actually going to be at MegaCon, and Wyatt Russell is going to be there too. He's U.S. agent. He's kind of in the Avengers now, the new Avengers after Thunderbolts. So he's going to be appearing, Friday and Saturday, which I'd be pretty excited to see him. Carl Urban's going to be there Saturday and Sunday. Carl Urban's mainly
really want to see Carl Urban. He's got a panel, I think, on Sunday.
He does. There is a panel that I have listed to go to. There's a big Lord of the Rings, 20th anniversary kind of thing going on. Or I think it is, or is it 30 at this point? I don't know, some 25 maybe. God, I can't keep up with all these years. Too many anniversaries. But he's there with the whole cast, but he does have the boys listed. And so I don't think him and Giancarlo have a panel together, unfortunately, which is kind of sad.
Sadly, no, but they do have. Oh, here it is. Sunday at 2:30, the boys.
That's what it is. Yes,
Carl Urban.
That'd be a fun panel to go to. So I'll
I
definitely
definitely
be there.
want to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. And, like I said, Luke Cage is going to be there Saturday and Sunday. But Frank Grillo is also going to be there. He was Crossbones. But you also know him
Did he
as...
have a panel? What do we know him
He does have a panel, I want to say. What do you mean? He's in Peacemaker, yeah.
I thought you were going to say like Lord of the Rings.
No, he's in The Purge, obviously, but he is Crossbones in the MCU, but he is, a Rick Flag Sr. in Peacemaker in the DC universe right now. So he's also going to be there. So we do have a good amount of comic book characters that are showing up. I'm pretty excited for that. Daphne Keene is going to be there.
That's exciting. Fun. It does not look like Frank has a panel.
He does. But yes, he does. There was, I started. I'd have to look at the app. I don't have my phone by me, but I would love to go to Daphne Keene's panel. When is her panel?
Her panel is actually Sunday at 4, so it's a good one to close.
We can go from the boys and then close out with Daphne Keene. Okay,
and then straight to Rock Pit Brewing for our after party.
Yes, we will be having an after party from 5 to 8:30 at Rock Pit Brewing. Anybody's welcome. Come hang out with us, man. We're gonna be, the weekend. It's tiring. It's exhausting. It's also a good time to celebrate. So we're gonna be there. Maybe some comic book folks, maybe some friends that we know are going to be out there. It doesn't matter. Just come out, have a couple of beers, have a good time. And who else is there is Peggy the dog. You might know as Dogpool is going to be there.
Do at that panel. Have the
they
trainer
do have
out?
I saw that. Okay, thank you. I'm glad I'm not the only one thinking they have a panel for Dogpool.
Brielle, because Brielle hadn't seen it, and so she thought it was the voice actor. Because I'm like, Dogpool is going to be there. She's like, oh, the person who voice acts it, and I'm like, no, the dog.
The dog is going to be there, like the actual dog. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I
hope that dog likes taking pictures with people.
I'm very interested to see how that panel goes. I can't say I'm going to waste some time at that panel either. The Hocus Pocus has a couple of things going on because that cast is there. Like Thora Birch is going to be there, Vanessa Shaw, Omri Katz, who I got to talk to a couple of years ago in Richmond, and he owns like an entire grow farm and dispensary and stuff. And I hope it's still going well for him. So I kind of want to talk to him again. And if you're looking, poor Jay.
Do you think he still has his? Do you think he still has his tie dye shirt and he wears it while he sells?
I don't think he does. I does.
Right.
I didn't.
So their panel, is Sunday at 2. I think it's the same time as Carl Urban's. No,
that sucks. That's unfortunate. Dang. Well, if I get to interview Carl Urban, then I guess maybe I'll let you go to that panel and I'll check out the Hocus Pocus one. We'll see. We might have to do some dividing. We might have to do some conquering, that kind of stuff.
That is true. There are 2 of us.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. I mean, that's no big deal. And Sunday Tabby's going to be with us. I do know, unfortunately, because you won't go, and that's okay. I don't expect you to go, and I'm not even a big fan myself. But I will be at the K-pop Demon Hunters panel Saturday at 2 p.m. You've got all 3. My daughter's a big fan, and people.
You can probably find it on YouTube later, and then you can watch it with Harper later.
Yes, I know. However, Lauren, sometimes when you're in the content creation business, like running nerdinitiative.com, you got to go to things that you aren't big on because it drives traffic. Am I openly saying that I'm going to this so people will click on our website? Yes, I am. And that is exactly what I'm going to do.
I'm not going to it, but I support your decisions. And like you said, divide and conquer.
We'll do that.
There is a lot of stuff. And there's always 2 things I want to go to. Always.
And I'm not making you go to the 8 p.m. Saturday Lord of the Rings one. Okay. So listen.
I wouldn't go. I would just keep walking around the panel.
Well, I would so go to that,
Trees
eat
left in
that
that
up. Like
movie.
Liv Tyler, Orlando Bloom, Elijah Wood, Sean Astin, like everybody's gonna be
I
there,
love them in
man.
all these other different things. I mean, Elijah Wood, what was he in, like, Little Man Tate? No, was that a different one?
Elijah Wood's in everything.
Well, he was in a bunch of stuff when he was little. Well, he was in Back to the Future
Well,
too.
yeah,
Like, I remember him in
obviously,
stuff when
but
he was,
like,
like,
come on.
10.
Carl Urban was in Lord of the Rings even. Come on, man.
I watched the first one for you, and I noticed a slew of Marvel people that I love, and I still find that movie mind-numbingly boring.
Well, maybe the panel will be fun. You never know. I don't know. I guess we'll see,
I feel
because
like
I
it will
don't
be
think
how
we have
you
Saturday
felt
plans yet.
at the Carlo Esposito panel when he kept talking about Breaking Bad. So I think
Oh
I'm gonna
God, yeah,
see
you're
that,
right.
which I
I
loved
don't know
that
what we're doing
panel.
yet. I probably won't go to that panel. It's okay, but I do definitely want to kind of meet Brendan Fraser because he's there for the Mummy with the Mummy cast.
Oh, yeah.
That is one I think I have to get to. Brendan Fraser is just an inspiration.
I like that we're going all over. I thought we would go day by day, but we're just riding on highs right here. And one of the
Oh
highs that
yeah,
I'm excited
my
about
bad.
is Winnie the Pooh, and that is what my mug is.
I was
Winnie
going to ask
the
you, are you planning on doing the 100th anniversary panel for Winnie the Pooh?
If we get there by 11:15, because that is Saturday morning at 11:15, I absolutely would love to go to that with
Yeah,
Jim
you
Cummings
should do
because
that.
it says the 100th
I started.
anniversary. You started? I started
I
too.
started. Well, I knew you were going to be into. I don't care about Winnie the Pooh, but I knew you were into Winnie the Pooh, so I hit star just in case you didn't see it and be like, "Hey, look, you Winnie the Pooh."
I love Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, so
Precious.
I don't know. We'll go. I think Wyatt Russell's panel is Friday at like 7:00. By the way, speaking of, because I was scrolling down just now,
It looked like he
and I
had
want
more
to say
than
his
one.
is like Friday at 7. He might.
So
He's there
I
Friday
see
and Saturday.
Saturday at 5:30, and it says Thunderbolts Wyatt Russell, but I do think I saw him again. It says join the MCU and
I
Monarch Legacy of Munster Star, which you just watched.
I'd
And
have. I do want to kind of see him and talk to him a little bit.
yeah, 5:15 on Friday from Falcon to Thunderbolts, Wyatt Russell. A
Okay,
candid
it
and
was
captivating
5:15.
look into the career of a rising star known for his range, humor, and bold roles. So they must be doing different things with each panel. But I mean, I would
They
be down to go to
probably are.
both.
Well, I don't think we're going to go to Universal. I would be down to go because I want to ask him, because I didn't get to talk to him on the press junket, but I do want to kind of know what it's like for him. I guess it's hard. I don't. We'll see. We'll see. I guess I can't really ask a lot of questions.
Hocus Pocus is on here twice too. There's
Oh
a
yeah,
4
I
at
think. See, I
4
thought
p.m. at
so.
Friday. What's going on here?
Maybe they just didn't have a lot of. I don't know. They got a lot of good guests. John Boyega has. There's a Star Wars panel that is connecting Rogue One and everything. I'm pretty excited for that because Rogue One 10th anniversary is a big thing. Yeah.
There's a Clone Wars one at 6, and I think I saw another Clone Wars. So Friday at 6, that's the first thing I want to go to. The only two things I care about doing, well, not there are more things I want to do.
Yeah.
The only two I want to prioritize is Star Wars, the Clone Wars. That's Ashley Epstein, James Arnold Taylor, Matt Lanter. I always say that wrong.
I always want to say Lantern or something, so I'm always
And then
I'm in for those. You already know, like, cannot wait for those.
X-Men.
There is a DC panel that I really want to go to because it has our friend Jeremy Adams, our friend Scott Snyder. Yeah, it's that one. It has Joe Quesada's on it. I want to say Jock. Like, everybody is on that panel. And so I definitely want to get to that panel. It's not the paid one that you have to do for Scott Snyder either, but I want to get like front and center and just eat that up because I love this universe that they're building.
I did see that one and I did star that, but now I can't.
That one's going to be awesome. Our friend Brian Azzarello is going to be there again too. Speaking of like comic creators that I kind of jumped ahead in, he will be there. And so I'd be pumped to see him, talk to him again. And maybe if he wants to grab a beer again, that'd be fun. Cause I know Stephanie Phillips will be at the Born Again season 2 premiere. God, to be blessed. I wish I was God's favorite, you know?
And he's not going with her. He's coming to Megacon. What a giver.
Yeah. Listen, I know.
Watch him cancel last minute.
Him and I will just have to be like, oh, we could be at the Daredevil Born Again season 2 premiere, but instead we're in Orlando and he's drinking beers with 2 wannabe podcasters again for the second year in a row.
But so speaking of, past guests and friends of the show kind of thing, we actually have quite a few going. We got Peter Tomasi, who does Rockefellers and Hornsby and Halo, Kyle Higgins, which you've met a couple times, haven't you?
Kyle Higgins sat on a panel and did a panel with Megan and I at GalaxyCon.
That's what it was. Which
David Pepos is going to be there too.
Who did Space Ghost, Savage Avengers, Chris Condon, who did Ultimate Wolverine. We talked to him about his Oh my gosh, that really good Western one, like the old school
Yeah,
Western.
it was the Anfield Gang Massacre. Yep. You
Yes,
got
that
to
was
ask
so
me because
good.
they just did at Bolero Snort Brewing in New Jersey. They had a really cool event last week where the brewery did two beers. They did a Pilsner and another one. It's called Brews from the Fallout for his comic book News from the Fallout. And so they were there. It was a collab brew. The can had the can art from the comic book. They were signing the comic book trade paperback at the brewery. It was such a cool thing that
That
they
would be
did
like
crossover.
our,
It
like
was awesome.
like, go-to
Thank
thing, yeah.
you. And
And I've
that
been to
brewery
that brewery.
also, you've been to that Lauren, do you realize
Yeah,
that that
when I
brewery is
did
made
the
after my own heart?
I
Do you
was
know
probably
why?
sending you pictures. Why? It's in Jersey.
They make TikToks where they're dressed as Shrek singing emo music.
Oh, well, they just started
They
following our
are the
TikTok. I
greatest.
immediately followed them
They
back.
follow us. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I was like, you guys are the best things. Comic books, emo music, and hilarious Shrek skits. Oh my God,
So when I went
you're speaking to me right here.
to Jersey 2.5 years ago, and I did the Jay and Silent Bob stuff, I went to that brewery, and Abe in the Kitchen, he's on TikTok. I met him through like the beer, people. He
Yeah,
was the one that
yeah.
actually recommended I go there, and I actually met him there, and he gave me a heady topper while I was there. And he's like a friend of the brewery, but the brewery had phenomenal beer, cute little spot. It's funny, if I was with my wife, I was working my podcast studio. I have a giant Bolero Snort sticker right there on the table, but I can't show
What
you because
the heck?
my wife has
Dang
dementia.
it. I
Now
need to
I'm like
go
going
now.
old
I need to
school
make the
hops Tuesday.
pilgrimage. You
It was a
are
really good
back in the
brewery. Yeah,
day.
I like them. But yeah, that's so
Well,
cool. Okay, Heather Antos is another guest that will be there.
yeah.
We mentioned Jeremy Adams, which, of course, we had him on for Scooby Natural and Aquaman. Ryan Stegman,
We
we've had
interviewed
him
him
on
last year.
Schlub. And
Yes,
Kenny
Jackson
Porter.
Lansing.
Yeah, I said
Oh,
Jackson.
sorry. Yeah, Jackson Lansing and Kenny Porter. Kenny Porter's going to be there too. Yes.
Yes, and he's currently doing the new Space Age. And
Yep.
so those are a few of our past guests. There's probably more.
Frank Thierry is going to be there. He's already said that we can swing by his booth to do some interview action. There's a lot of people I'm really excited for.
Don's having a panel. Yeah, Jody Houser's there. She's
I would
currently doing
love.
Generation X23. And she did
Yes.
Thrawn Alliances.
There's a lot, like, just looking at this comic book. This is one of the more stacked comic book creator lineups that I've probably seen at a convention, in my personal opinion. I mean, yeah, Charles Soule's going to be there. He still hates me. Melissa Flores is
I didn't even remember you.
Our friend Tommy is going to be there. He probably doesn't.
Tommy.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got
Ryan Kincaid, Joe Kelly,
Ryan Otley. So many cool people. Very cool. I'm excited.
There's a lot. I can't wait to just go down there and I'm going to spend so much money on just cool comic book stuff alone. I feel like,
Yeah. Well, and also, like, they're going big on the Halloween this year. Like, we don't just have Hocus Pocus.
It is interesting. Yeah.
We have the people from the Halloween movie, like, behind the scenes. And
yeah, John Carpenter's going to be there. Yep. He's obviously one of the, the biggest directors ever. John Cena is going to be there. We kind of buried the lead with him. I think he has a panel Thursday night, or no, he's only there Saturday, it says.
But also I feel like they're charging for that guaranteed seating. And so I don't even know.
Oh, that's what it was. I'm not going to go to that because I don't want to deal with charging. And I like John Cena, but I can take that one or leave it. I feel like at conventions, charging for, I don't know. I go in and out because I get it. You got to get the bag. What the fuck? And yeah, I don't know.
My Wi-Fi is being the worst. I don't know what's going on. So Mitch Pelosi will be there. He's the only Supernatural person. But he's going to be there talking X-Files. But I'm sure people will ask him some Supernatural questions for sure.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure they will. I mean, speaking of the X-Files, Gillian Anderson's going to be there. So that's exciting. I feel like she has aged like fine wine.
Yeah, I never watched X-Files. But a lot of the people that were on X-Files were also in Supernatural.
Well, speaking of fine wine, Cara Buono, who is, the mom in Stranger Things, she's going to be there. And also Delightful Derek is going to be there, Jake Connolly. So I know there's a Stranger Things panel. That would be kind of fun to go to because it's these two characters that I've not seen I've seen some of the other cast at a panel before. I think it was actually at Megacon, believe it or not. So I'd like to go to this one. The Cara Buono and Jake Connolly Stranger Things panel would be kind of fun to go to.
Well, I guess she was in a bunch of random stuff too. Like there's a panel with just her. She was in Sopranos. And I think when I
Oh
looked her
yeah,
up, there was something else I had seen her in before that I didn't, until you like they become big, like you don't realize they're just like supporting characters.
right. You see
Then you
them.
rewatch it and you're like, oh shit, look who that is.
Hey, I know that person. Yeah, you really the Goonies. They're gonna be there, and they're gonna do
Oh
like a big
yeah.
reunion thing. That'll be fun. I don't know if I'm gonna make it to that one necessarily, but that'd be something cool to go to. But there is some other events that are kind of ongoing. I liked that Cards Against Humanity tournament that you pointed out. That sounded like a lot of fun.
Yeah, and it's hosted by Nerdy Brews, which or Nerd Brews, which I feel like we need to look them up because again, that sounds like something that's
They
up our
sounds
alley.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like we have more friends there. We just don't realize it, as well as like different creators and stuff like that.
So yeah, Timothy Zahn has a panel with Claudia Gray and Jason Aaron. And it looks
Ooh,
like
that's right,
oh,
Jason
and Heather
Aaron.
Antos is going to be on that one as
Oh
well.
yeah,
So that's March 20th at 11:15. Because then it's going to be all about writing the Star Wars universe. That would be very interesting because I'm always
oh,
curious as to how they maintain
that's
consistency
a
and
must
canon
go
versus
to. Yeah.
canon and all that, which we did actually talk to Heather a little bit about
Mhm.
years ago when
That was a
we
while ago. Yeah.
yeah, it was like around like shortly after Boba Fett came out or something because she had created the one
She
Wookiee.
just had Chrysanthemum. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so we
Nice.
had talked to her about that. Any Disney fans that follow the Dapper Danielle, which I actually do follow her. She gives you
Oh,
random Disney facts when she's at the park. She will be doing a panel. Welcome to a virtual tour around Epcot with Dapper Danielle, famous on social media for random Disney things in the middle of the night. She seems like a really sweet, chill influencer.
oh, that's
So
cool.
that's 1 o'clock on Friday. DC Comics Uncovered. I think we talked about that one.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a few
There's a
DC
lot of
ones.
good stuff.
Sam
And,
Witwer has his own
he
mall.
does that. I was kind of looking forward to going to that one too, because I would love to see some Darth Maul action, man. I would be killing for that.
Well, and then Jimmy Palmiotti and Amanda Connor. So they're actually married, and they're both listed as comic book icons. And you mentioned Jimmy would be joining us for Daredevil.
Yeah.
The picture they're using for him is for is Punisher, and she's
Yes.
actually doing it looks like the Elvira Harley Quinn thing, which I actually read one of the like that.
I
That's a
think
pretty
he's also on
hilarious
that too
fun
right now.
comic.
They're
Oh,
both
is
on that, I
he?
want to say. I think they're both on that one. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So from their life together as full-time comic creators to behind-the-scenes stories from cons and how they balance work and marriage. That should be
That's
fun.
going to be a fun panel. That'd be a fun panel. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Like that'll be great.
Yeah, Charles
But
still
yeah,
looks like he's
there's
on
a lot. We haven't really solidified. We haven't solidified any after hours things aside from Sunday night. So I'm sure we'll just kind of go with the flow, which is kind of nice because then you don't feel like you're rushed and everything like that too.
Yeah,
Probably go to a bunch of breweries.
absolutely.
I'm sure we'll be at Sideward. Come
Yeah,
on.
maybe do the
We'll be there. Some
Fallout bar
tacos.
and Gods and Monsters.
Yeah, that would be dope. And then that Monday is Disney. I'm pumped for that one. If anybody's staying an extra day and goes to Disney, come find us because we'll be there that day. My flight doesn't leave till 7:30, but I guess given the TSA current things, I should maybe get in line at 7:30 a.m. So we'll see.
7:30 a.m. That'll be fun.
Yeah, TSA. Anyways, no, yeah, it'll be fun. I think it's gonna be a great time. I'm always excited because it means no kids first and foremost. But um, coming down to MegaCon, it feels like we're a part of the show because we've done this so many years in a row. And then just
I was a
every
little
year, it feels
offended.
like
We
we
only
make
got one
more and
panel.
more friends. So when they come back to these conventions, you're like, oh, it's just like getting back together, like a reunion.
Yeah, yeah. It is like that. It's like a sporting, like when you go once a year to compete, but we don't compete. We just talk about comics
We
and
just
drink
vibe.
beer.
We just vibe.
Just
Yeah, which
vibe.
they got rid of the beer garden this year, which kind of stinks, but
Yeah, but we'll 100% be at Half Barrel at some point. You cannot go to
oh
any
yeah.
con in Orlando without going to Half Barrel. Probably the pub at some point. Definitely Rock Pit on Sunday. Probably and if anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about when I say the Fallout Bar, there's a comic book shop on iDrive not far from the convention center called Gods and Monsters. It's in a little shopping center. It looks like a normal comic book shop with some cool, big statues. In the back of it, there's a tiny little bar called Vault something, and it's mainly Fallout themed, but it has other geeky stuff too. They do like craft cocktails. They've like I drank an Ever Haze Tripping Animals, and they let you walk around the store with the beer. So like I was drinking beer and browsing comics, which is
bold.
a risky little thing to do. Yeah, maybe
That's what
they
I'm saying.
changed
That's
their
bold.
policy, but it's a cool little spot that it's definitely worth checking out.
Yeah.
Don't.
Well, that's
Don't be
kind of
that guy.
all I have for MegaCon. Do we have anything else that we haven't touched on for our pre-show here?
I don't think think so. I'm sure there's a lot more, but those are really the
I'm
basics.
sure there
The
is.
main thing, obviously, we're pushing is Daredevil at 12:30 on Sunday and Rock Pit 5:30 to 8. If you join us for Rock Pit, they have beers, they have cocktails, and they have barbecue until about 7 p.m. That is when
Yeah.
because it's next door, but they deliver it right to you.
Which is
And that is
awesome.
where
And
we'll
that place
be.
is awesome. It's a great
Yeah.
vibe. I highly recommend going there. And we'll be there, but we'll be out there through the con. And the best place to kind of know what we're all going to be up to, follow us, is our social media, of course. Whether it's Nerd Initiative, because Michael is going to be there as well, or it's Hops Geek News. Both socials be there. Come find us. Come join us. Maybe we'll have a couple cool giveaways at the Daredevil panel. And let us know if you're going to be there. Let us know what you're excited for. And we really can't wait. Megacon is home. We really appreciate, Fan Expo and Megacon every year for bringing us out and doing some cool stuff. So thank you, everybody. Come find us. Let's have a great convention and kick off the year.